Thank you for joining me today. My name is EJ Spark, and today I'm ranking the top 10 Notorious B.I.G. or Biggie Smalls songs. Obviously, Notorious B.I.G. is one of the best rappers of all time. Some people may even say he is the best rapper of all time, but we all know he's definitely one of the best old school artists, just all around great. He's lyrical, funky, he's smooth, and he's just all the above. He's everything you could ever want. R.I.P. Biggie Smalls, but we're going to get right into the top 10. I love doing this countdown. I haven't done an old school in a minute, only because I've been kind of caught up on everything new coming out, but I needed to do an old school video today. I'll get back to some newer stuff next week, but really wanted to give Biggie Smalls. He's definitely my favorite old school artist, so let's get right into the top 10. At number 10, I have Going Back to Cali off the Life After Death album. I think this song doesn't get as much credit as it should. I think it's a really fun, funky song. It's really laid back and chill, which obviously a lot of Biggie Smalls are definitely like laid back tunes, but this one's extremely laid back, and it feels a little more West Coast, even though it's still East Coast, and it's kind of an ironic song because there was a lot of beef between the West Coast and the East Coast in the 90s, so I think it's kind of Biggie's way at maybe trying to bridge the gap. I'm not really sure, but you know, Biggie was always about spreading love, saying it's the Brooklyn way, you know? So I think it's just a little bit of an underrated song, and I don't think it gets to shine as much as the others, and I'm not really sure what reason, but I think it deserves a top 10 nod for sure because it's just fun, it's funky, and I really like the song. So Going Back to Cali at number 10. At number 9, I have Who Shot Ya off of the Ready to Die album. The As We Proceed intro really gets me every time. I think that's pretty hype, and I just really like the beat. It's a solid old school beat, just like what you would think of an old school beat. That's what Who Shot Ya is. I really like the strings in it, the piano in it is fire, and Big does his thing on the song. Lyrically, flow is really nice on it. It's a great song, like the theme, trying to figure out who shot ya and all that kind of stuff. I mean, it's kind of a beef song, but it's really good. It definitely deserves a top 10 nod. I think not a lot of people think about the song Who Shot Ya when they think of Notorious B.I.G. It's just not one of those first songs that come off the top of the head, but it definitely deserves to shine a little bit, and Who Shot Ya at number 9. At number 8, I have Just Playing Dreams. This is one of my favorite Biggie Smalls songs off of the Ready to Die album. I think this is an underrated track, another song you don't really think of when you think of Notorious B.I.G. It's the last song on the Ready to Die album, and I think it ends the album really well. It has a nice guitar riff in the production. This guitar riff gets me every time. Something about these types of guitar riffs just make me really groove out to it. Go listen to this song if you haven't heard it, because the guitar riff is really slick. Biggie rides the beat on this one really well. I think this is one of his best flows that he has on a beat. The hook is really catchy. Like, you wouldn't think this type of hook is catchy, but it's really good. I like rapping along to it, and it's just a great old school jam that deserves to shine. Once again, you wouldn't think of this one, but definitely deserves to be in there. At number 7, I have Big Papa off of the Ready to Die album. I mean, this is pretty self-explanatory. This song blew up. It's so smooth, and everyone knows Big Papa. It's a very good feel-good song, especially for the maybe a little heftier guys. And, you know, I've always been a little bit heftier growing up, and so, you know, I can relate to being a little big, you know what I'm saying? This song makes you feel luxurious. I think that's a good word for it. It just makes you want to sit back, sip on some champagne, smoke a cigar, and spend your money. And it's a very luxurious song, and everyone wants to put their hands in the air when you listen to the hook. That's just a fact. So I think this song is very good. I think it definitely deserves this number 7 spot. I think there's definitely some Biggie songs that are a little bit better. Obviously, me putting it down here, but I think it deserves to be in there. I don't think it should be counted out. I don't think it's an overrated song by any means, but definitely number 7 for me. At number 6, I have You're Nobody Till Somebody Kills You off of the Life After Death album. Now, this is the last track on Life After Death, and I think this song also ends the album really well. It wraps up the overall theme of the album, and it's a good song. If you're not an old school fan, you really wouldn't know this track, but I would say most old school fans really know this track. Diddy comes in on the intro. He has a real slick intro, and the snare on this song really gets me. This snare slaps hard. I love what they did with it, like the little bit of distortion, but it's really like an old school snare that you rarely hear these days. Obviously, this song was made in the 90s, so you're going to have that, but I think this snare is really cool. Big snaps on this one of his best lyrical songs, and it actually might be his best lyrical song, in my opinion. It might be. You never know. But It gives a lot of good bars. The track is 5 minutes, so Biggie just goes off bar after bar after bar in this one, and definitely deserves top 6. Coming in at number 5, I have I Love the Dough featuring Jay-Z and Angela Winbush off of the Life After Death album. This track is so clean. We have a very smooth and jazzy instrumental on this one, which I just absolutely love so much. And a young Jay-Z starts off this tune with a really solid verse. You know, Jay-Z hadn't really come out with much when this song came out. I mean, this song came out in 97, and he really hadn't like blown up to Jay-Z status yet. And so I think this really left a mark for Jay-Z. I think it left a good mark for him, and he just kept rolling with it after that, especially working with Biggie. I mean, how could you not keep rolling after that? Angela Winbush provides a very nice chorus. I think the best word for her chorus is groovy. Like I said, I mean, it's a jazzy, groovy song. It's fun. And I also think this one's a feel-good song, but I think it's a lot more profound than like Big Papa. You know, they're both feel-good songs, but this one has a lot, I would say better bars than Big Papa, and it's laying great lyrical content on top of feel-good content, which is something that I really love and look for. So I have I Love the Dough at number 5. Coming in at number 4, I have Mo Money, Mo Problems off the Life After Death album featuring Diddy and Mace. This is personally my favorite track. I absolutely love this song. It's a whole lot of fun. All 3 rappers snap, and the Diana Ross sample, I'm Coming Out, makes the song so fun, so upbeat. This song honestly probably wouldn't be anything if they didn't use that sample. This sample is just heavily used in this song, and it makes it a lot of fun. And they're spitting the truth about more money, more problems. You know, the more money you have, the more friends, family, and people are going to try to come after you and your money, and they're going to try to ask for favors when maybe they weren't ever there for you, and it's going to make you feel a type of way. So more money, more problems. This definitely deserves to be a top 5 track, and it's so different and unique from the rest of Biggie's tracks. I mean, it's like I said, it's a lot of fun, and you just don't hear this upbeat of songs from Biggie. You definitely hear upbeat songs, but this is just the most fun, most upbeat. You could groove to it, you could dance to it, but they're spitting the truth about more money, more problems, and it's just a song that feels happy, and I like that a lot. So number 4, Mo Money, More Problems. At number 3, I have Notorious Thugs off the Life After Death album with my boys Bone Thugs and Harmony, Cleveland bred, homegrown. They're some of my heroes for that. Love the Bone Thugs and Harmony. And Bone Thugs and Harmony, fun fact, are currently the only living artists who have worked with both Biggie Smalls and Tupac. So I think that's really cool. This song has some classic old school piano production on it, really smooth. The Bone and Biggie intro and chorus is a lot of fun. Definitely listen to this song if you haven't heard it. Chorus is fire. Bone Thugs do their thing on it with their classic Midwest melodic speed rapping. Really cool. Them and Big just bounce back off each other so well. I think Biggie Smalls definitely switches up his flow a little bit for this song to match in really well with the Bone Thugs and Harmony. They bounce back off each other really nicely, and it's just an all-time song with all-time flows. Notorious Thugs at number 3. At number 2, I have Hypnotized. This song was so big off the Life After Death album, and straight out the gate, the beat makes it known that this song is gonna be fire. The bass line slaps really hard. This track, the production is fire. It's so smooth, it's so slick, and Big also snaps on it, and the chorus is classic. I mean, Biggie, 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 can't you see? Sometimes your words just hypnotize me. I mean, everyone knows that, and when you have a track where everyone knows the chorus, it's catchy, everyone can sing it, you know you have a fire track. Biggie's super lyrical on it, and it's just a big track, and it deserves top 2, no doubt. At number 1, don't know if there's much debate for this. If you have a different number 1, let me know, but I have Juicy off the Ready to Die. This song is all around, no doubt, Biggie Smalls' best song. I mean, it was all a dream. Dedicated to all the teachers who told him he would never amount to nothing. I mean, he talks about the struggle, and it's just that dream that everyone can relate to. That's why I love these songs, because these songs give people so much hope, courage, inspiration, and it gives us someone to look up to, like someone else who was in our shoes that made it big, and just gives so much inspiration. Not to mention the track is slick, the track is emotional, you could feel the track in your heart, just the instrumental in general, you can feel deep down. He spits the truth, the chorus is really good, inspiring, telling you to not let them hold you down, reach for the stars. I mean, what's better than reaching for the stars and just going with your gut and living your dreams? It's the best. everything he talks about, from social issues to living your dream. I mean, he just puts it all into one package, and it's really good. And, you know, he says, spread love. It's the Brooklyn way. We honestly need more of that. You know, Diddy's in the background saying it's all good. It's all cool. And, you know, we just need to do a little more of spreading love. It's the Brooklyn way. And that's it. I think it's a great song, best all-around song, and I think it's the best Notorious B.I.G. song. And that's my top 10 list. If you have any discrepancies, let me know in the comments. I appreciate you coming by. Comment who I should do next week. Comment your favorite Biggie songs. And, you know, I make music too. I love music. I'm doing this for the love of music. So listen to all my music on all streaming platforms. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at EJ Spark1. And as always, it's peace, love. I love s'mores. EJ, out.